Welcome back in at 6:44 right now. March is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. It's a disease that affects more than 2 billion people around the world. There's not a cure. Skylar Henry shares one couple's story of how they're managing it and motivating others to get involved in the fight.
When I was 38, I played adult league baseball. When I would walk on the field, I felt a little stressful, just the anxiety of a game about to start. And I started experiencing, the best way I describe it is a 2 or 3 beer buzz. And I came home to Michelle and I said, you know, something's really happening and I'm not sure what it is.
Eventually, Greg Webb decided he was just getting older. And this is what turning 40 must feel like. A year later, his feeling off continued and he knew it was time to see his doctor and get an MRI.
The MRI showed lesions on the brain and the spine. Just simple things get harder and harder. My walking is pretty bad. I do have a wheelchair and I use that for distances, but kind of like a toddler in the house. I just kind of throw myself from furniture to furniture, holding myself up.
I can't imagine being in the situation myself that he deals with every day. I look at him, he's the strongest person I know. I just admire how he keeps going.
I love the outdoors, so I've had to adjust my activities outdoor. I love doing yard work, and it's anything that used to take me an hour takes me 4 hours to do it. Now I fish because it's not quite as active.
In 2011, Greg's symptoms began to present more aggressively, so he decided to leave his highly stressful and demanding job to stay home with their 3 children full time.
The older they get, they've developed a sense of empathy that I think is above their years.
Yeah, they're very connected into their dad. And it's gradual because we have a 9-year-old and, you know, a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old and a 14-year-old.
Yeah, they don't cut me any slack because I have MS.
No. But they do watch differently. They look at times where they need to help. They look and see if he needs something. I mean, he fell in the garage last week and he couldn't get up. And Liam, he FaceTimed him, thankfully, and Liam came up and helped him get up.
While his family and friends call Greg an inspiration, for him, it's just his nature.
When a disease is present, sometimes your identity can get wrapped up in that. And I think Greg's done a really good job not letting the disease take over who he is. He has stayed true to the man he is.
It's just the way I was raised. I mean, I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week and at least twice a week. People say that it's inspirational and quitting is not an option.
People will come up to him and they'll say, I remember you telling me a story, you know, and he won't tell it, but it's like, I thought about stopping today. I was tired. I thought about quitting. I didn't even want to be in here. And then I come in and I watch you and it takes him, you know, a long time just to get on a machine to actually just get a workout in. And they thought, if he can do it.
Sometimes I get stuck on machines.
Do you really?
Occasionally, yeah.
But they're like, if he can go every day with the fact that, you know, he can barely move himself from one part of the room to the next, then I can get my butt in here and I can do it. I do hope that people can hear his story. I do hope that people can get hope for the way you can look at it. And clearly there's pain and it's hard and some days it's harder than others, but he's doing it and it's amazing.
That's Skylar Henry reporting. I think I said billion before the piece there. MS affects more than 2 million people around the world. Apologies for that, but what a struggle for Greg and his family. Best of luck to them. We have more on his journey on the website for you right now, WMAR2news.com.